Well, hi. And I can't believe I'm actually doing this, but it has to be said. And if it wasn't said by me, I more than think somebody else would be more gratified to do this shit. Sorry. Well, I process abilities. I can't in no way imagine myself processing inabilities. And I was inspired to do a video because of Anonymous. You guys should know him he has a channel on YouTube. You guys should try him out. He kind of inspired me to be myself and talk things that are actually realistic to the world, and those who are afraid to talk about it, there's always someone who is feeling hurt by it and is capable enough to bring out an understanding to the world to understand what is happening. We're having an intriguing detriment of social retardedness and social unworthiness that people really tolerate and not supposed to be tolerated at all. Defining the nature even better is that logically we have a frequency consistency inability, which causes to not understand the frequency that each energy from each person brings forward to the other, and understanding how best to deal with that person so it doesn't seem like you're sociably retarded. I hate confrontations. I would prefer to just be walking away with a smile. I call it being diplomatic and not vindictive, but diplomatic, and avoiding unnecessary reactions. Well, I say transformation is the key to our future integrity, and that we are forced with energies that are caused by others for us to act in a way that they say that individual is moving towards an insanity path. But really and truly, every action brings forth a reaction, and I was grown up on the biblical terms whereby if the child spare not the rod and spoil the child. So I don't believe that you should see a weapon or something going to come towards, going to be approaching you in harms or a violent manner, and you will not react. So I'm just cutting there. I do have a bit of things that I write down that there's no point to it really if you're not trying to find logic, basically. And I made this one: simple-minded, broad, and extravagant horizon. Our imagination is key to a powerful mind. Powerful minds share ideas. I say weak mind congest their thinking and ideas, which is a stagnancy to their entire life, and congestion of thinking as well. I have to release my inspired horizon and capabilities of fluently expressing the feelings that others are feeling, and this is how I am. I can feel what they're feeling based on correspondence and interaction. I have to make an understanding that being yourself is not a loss, but a mental stability of core cause. Meaning that you will find that people who are inside their mind have a hard time relating to others, and people who are more out, they have a time. Well, I think people who are out there more get in trouble. You figure it out. The thing is that when you go out there in the world, I think you should have an understanding of yourself first. Stand in the mirror, think of the possible outcomes. And if it was bad, just prepare yourself. If you want it to end up being a good day, just probably just walk away with a smile, knowing you defeated that whole battle with a smile. With overall thinking, I think an individual should be their own self and not be a camouflage or, show your real you. To be frank, deep down I feel more masculine, but I'm really feminine on the inside. That I feel like if I show people that feminine side of me, it will be taken advantage of, leaving me vulnerable then. And I have no time for it, honestly. There's others like me, and this is how I got empowered to do something like this. To say, hey, there's nothing holding back you more than yourself, and who cares if you want to be crazy, but just be crazy with yourself. Stand in the mirror, be crazy. Stand in the mirror, be beautiful. Stand in the mirror, be angry. Oh, I shouldn't have replied to that person in such a way, but for God's sakes, some of us need a lesson, and we should wager before we reply the situation, actually, if it's worth it. Some things are worth fighting for, and there's things that are not indeed at all worth the strength of you showing unkindness to the world. I mean, we do have remorses later. Work on our capabilities and access our own mind. Believe that there is you, and you being different to the rest of the world. The rest of the world finds you being attractive now, right? Be you. I mean, I'm like, hey, just forget everything. You're with me. I want you to enjoy yourself, to drink with me. Converse with me. Can be free. Take out all that noise of, not being able to communicate with anybody. I mean, find your kind. Find your kind. Some people won't understand. Just seek and ye shall find. I best believe that without understanding, we can't really make any judgment. But when we have both sides, that's where we can make a practical and righteous judgment. That's what I think. So I forgive everybody who has done me harm. I forgive myself. And I thank God He has forgiven me more than anybody else. I'm still alive, and every day I'm like this new person bursting out. I don't too care much of what people think. So you're on that damper side. I'm not giving you that joy. I'm taking that all for myself now. Love me. You love you, and I will admire you loving yourself too. I'll admire you being different from everybody else, like myself. And well, I just wanted you all to know that we're having some very divergent responses towards social gatherings where people are together and they cuss and fight every day. Maybe we should try to learn to know about each person before we actually go around them. I mean, observe. Be observant. say much, but it is also a piece of what the person is thinking at that time about themselves. I don't know. I don't judge about dressing, so, but just there's just little key components that we all need to know about each other, and we'll be alright. So I'm just saying, I'm focusing on social acts. That's all. Y'all be a motivation to somebody who needs you. And thumbs up to y'all who believe in yourself and know that there's no one there to carry you down more than